Alright guys, I'm coming to you from the ground today. This is Dr. Steve with another episode of Core Wellness TV, and I'm going to be on the ground today because we're going to talk about how you develop problems that create a head forward posture and how to understand why that happens and how to fix it by getting back into neurodevelopmental positions like a 6-week-old to a 3-month-old baby. Okay, but before I get into that, the reason I started working on all of this stuff is because I'm getting ready to teach a 2-hour segment in a yoga seminar here in Louisville this coming weekend for Bowspring Yoga, which is a little different than traditional yoga. It's a new thing out of Colorado, and it's very interesting, and I'm going to be keeping an open mind to it. And thanks to Susan Trader and everybody over there at Bowspring Louisville for inviting me in and keeping an open mind as well. We'll see how we can match the two philosophies together this weekend, so it'll be interesting. But anyway, it got me thinking a lot about, because Bowspring is a lot about getting extension and getting phasic movements into your body, opening up, right? And one of the problems is that we open up in the wrong place in our thoracic spine. And I'm going to show you how that happens and how you can focus on improving that in yourself, okay? You notice how even as I continue talking here, my tendency is for my shoulders to go further and further towards my ears. So one of the always prevailing concepts here, guys, is we're always going to, well, where's my support points here? Well, I got a pubic bone and I got 2 elbows. So what am I going to do with them? If you've been following me for a while, what do I have to do with them? Push away from them. Okay? When you push away from them, things start going where they're automatically supposed to go. All right? So just getting in this position and pressing away is a good start, but I'm going to fine tune that a little bit for you here, and I want you to see this. Okay? So here I am as a baby. I want you to understand that in order to correct forward head posture, where you have to, bring your head up and back, that starts right here in your T4 area, your mid-thoracic spine. If you, for instance, if you're laying here and if you start to raise up, and you raise up and your shoulders go up and you bend in your low back and you don't have any good activation of your lateral abdominal wall, then that's going to create a hinge only in the lumbar spine, and it's not happening up here. So that's going to leave your head forward. And 1/3 of us, myself partially included, and because I have trouble keeping my awareness of this, but 1/3 of us go through the neurodevelopmental process without 100% maturation. Okay, so that leaves us a little bit more head forward, and we have to struggle a little bit more with that. Now, why else does it happen? Well, job stress, poking your head at a computer screen, anything that you do habitually. The biggest thing is the gaming and head poking, right? So that's another way it happens. Another way it happens is any kind of stress, whether it's pain or whether it's mental emotional stress or anxiety, that draws you into that turtle head as well, right? Your head poked forward, chin, and that throws you out of it as well. It causes you to curl your body forward. So those are the 3 reasons why we develop this problem, but we can work ourselves out of it and train our central nervous system to do it correctly. So the first thing and most important thing is to understand where head extension and retraction essentially comes from, okay? And I don't want to say retraction, it's more of lengthening, okay? So when you lift up, you want to focus on making sure that your mid-thoracic spine is where the action begins. Does that make sense? Like if there's a string here, it's going to pull straight down. It's not here, but here. And it's only we're only going to focus on this just as you lift your head. Okay? Not going to come all the way up. We're just going to practice. I'll give a demonstration, then I'll come back and talk. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me with my face buried in the grass. By the way, I'm getting stung and bit for you, by the way. I'll do it correct first and then incorrect. Okay? Incorrect. just the intention of lengthening automatically starts the descent of the thoracic spine. So again, that just means focusing on the length gives you strength and tallness, okay? So that's my big plea for you today, is just practice that one thing, and I think you'll notice things opening up quite a bit better. See that? Okay, hopefully you're able to see that with the camera. So that's the big lesson for today. Keep pushing away from support points, as always, but especially get really aware of what it feels like for your thoracic spine to start moving this way. And start playing around with your elbows pressing away from the floor and your neck lengthening, and that will start getting you more and more movement in your thoracic spine, and that will help correct your head forward posture. Okay? That's it for today, guys. If you have any questions about this, please leave me a comment down below. Get on the ground somewhere, get on the earth somewhere if you can, and try this out. All right, we'll see you next time. And again, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you come to the blog at gettoyourcore.com/ whatever it says in the description box down below if you want to make a comment or have a question, because that's where all the communication happens. And until next time, guys, thank you so much. And we're always sponsored by the Core Wellness Institute coaching course and training course, and that information on that, where I talk about this and lots and lots and lots more. We really developed this idea of developing a centered body and a long, tall body and a peace and a body that's at peace. So that's what it's all about. And getting rid of pain in the process is a side benefit. So that's at reversecpsnow.com. So check that out too. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.